Alright guys, welcome to another round one game of this month's MSEM GP. And here I have commentating with me is Aanginer. Slicer Simp is going to play Eminent Palace number 26 and then play out Embodied Soul MPS MSE number 38.
Yeah, that's still enabled. But I want these are different for spectators.
I think only I can see it because I'm the one who modified the client.
Yeah. I can't see any card IDs.
Well, you can if they play them face down.
I wonder what people who don't know the context of what's happening before think is going on.
Okay. So Dravos is going to play out Lush Oasis number 18 tapped.
Yeah, playing Far Far Away, that's a good draw.
Yeah, that's... Anyways, do we want to talk about what decks they're playing? Because I think we've fooled around for long enough.
Okay, you can talk about Dravos' deck.
Okay. So Dravos is playing Temur Ramp, featuring some card choices that I wouldn't be playing if I was them, but maybe it'll work out. They're also playing 3 Elizabeths for some reason, because that's their pet card. But yeah, I mean, it's a ramp deck.
They're also playing all different basics.
We can't see... Oh yeah, we are seeing that right now. But yeah, so do you want to talk about Slicer Simp's deck?
Okay, so Requiem's on blue-white tempo. This is an Amethyst deck, so you can already tell it's going to be cool. So you've got a big threat. Centered Acolyte is really nuts. And then you also have Cane Dancer, and there's another card, Glimmer, which is 2 mana, you etherize something, draw a card. So then you have that with Cane Dancer, and also Ancestral Council. So yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff, but other than that, you're kind of just like a blue-white tempo deck.
Yeah, and Slicer Simp is taking their time thinking about what to do. They're going to pass with Event Horizons up. Interesting. What are they hoping to Event Horizon?
I feel like you just...
Oh, never mind.
I think you just go for... Yeah, there's no reason not to go for it.
They're going to plan it right now, I guess. Is there a reason to not... is there a reason to hold up the planet? Is there... it's instant, right? So you can just wait until your opponent's turn. I guess you can top deck a Cosmic Cinco or something, and then that makes Sunrise River really good. But that didn't... Oh wait, never mind. That was end of Slicer Simp's turn. I'm not paying enough attention. The card numbers are distracting me. Looks like Aanginer needs to leave for a bit, so I guess I'm on my own for now. And yeah, so Dravos has 3 mana this turn. They can try to jam a Recall Forgotten Aeon into possible counter spells. I mean, right now we can see that Slicer Simp doesn't actually have any counter spells in hand, but we wouldn't. But Dravos doesn't know that, so Dravos is going to try to play around any possible Cosmic Sinkos or Invalidates by playing a Ramsey with 1 mana up to pay for any of the taxing counter spells. And Slicer Simp, I mean, Slicer Simp can't do anything here, right? The most they can do is Glimmer something, which doesn't do anything. Actually, Event Horizon kills the Ramsey right now. No, it doesn't kill Ramsey right now. Event Horizon can kill the land aura. I mean, that could be relevant. I'm not sure if Slicer Simp wants to do that, or if they just rather Glimmer to draw a card. And Slicer Simp is just going to play Cane Dancer out. Well, actually, no, this does work out because Leitmotif is on cast, right? So Leitmotif, when you next cast a spell that shares color, so that's going to get cast before Cane Dancer resolves, which means that it'll be in the graveyard in time for Cane Dancer to flash it back. So that does actually work out quite well for Slicer Simp. And Embodied Soul is going to get 3 keywords. Invalidate off the top. Luckily, Dravos can't play around Invalidate on the Recall Forgotten Aeons now because they have enough mana. Also, interestingly enough, I don't think Slicer Simp got a super counterspell heavy hand this game. They got some Event Horizons, but Event Horizon is significantly less good against Ramp because there's less small things for Event Horizon to hit. Although it's not it's not that hard to get Event Horizon to hit big stuff, especially with Centered Acolyte helping out, because that's going to be making a bunch of tokens.
I'm back faster than expected. That was only 2 minutes.
Hi, Ange again. So, as you can see, I'm actually not sure who's favored right now, but Slicer Simp is doing tempo stuff, and Dravos is doing ramp stuff.
I think Requiem's favored here, just through sheer virtue of how much power and toughness Centered Acolyte pumps out. It's actually a ridiculous amount.
But Slicer Simp does not have the counterspells in hand right now.
I guess, yeah, true. There's only 1 Invalidate. But double Event Horizon can kind of remedy that.
Does Rova's token have a mana cost? It doesn't, right? Or no, it does, right? Yeah,
it should.
So Rova copies itself, so it has a mana cost, which means that Event Horizon can't hit it.
Yeah.
And Rova also,
I mean,
its ability, so it goes through counter spells.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty bad for Requiem.
Do you suppose Dravos just like tries to jam Recall Forgotten Aeons here? I think that's probably correct. No, Petal Scatter.
Okay, yeah, Pedal Scatter also works because I think Dravos is trying to play around Pierce there, maybe.
Does Slicer Simp have main deck Pierces?
I think so. Amethyst was really high on those, so unless Requiem changed the list. I always remember that Amethyst was opening main deck Pierces in their tempo decks, so I'm just gonna hope that that's true. Okay, let me check.
Yeah, I should
Yeah,
also
they're on
check.
2 main deck Pierce.
Okay, so that actually, yeah, that's a pretty good play to play around stuff. And then you can leave Rova for later on when you have to, where your opponent's way more likely to hold up a hard counter.
Yeah.
Assuming that Slicer Simp does play hard counters.
But yeah, that embodied soul is huge, and it has every keyword. So
It won't matter if the ramp deck gets to do ramp deck things.
yeah, if Travos gets Rova out, it doesn't matter probably.
Wait, Dravos is going to try to jam another spell this turn.
Well, probably just RFE, right? And that gets invalidated.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to think about that because, like, I guess it's fair, but like at the same
I
time,
wonder what they're thinking about. Like they already cracked the Ramsey aura, so
they could rewind that if they want, and the opponent's nice enough.
okay, yeah, they're going for it. I assume fetching
Fetching
Island,
islands,
yeah.
so that means they're masked off of red right now.
Yeah, well, they don't have too many red cards anyway, and they still have the Ornery Bloom if they really, really need reds.
Wonder Plume doesn't give you red in the same turn, but yeah, it doesn't really matter here.
Yeah, it gets you red in one more turn, but yeah.
I still think
I
cracking there was a mistake because if Dravos didn't crack, then they
yeah,
would
I
have if the mana or they would have a bunch of mana next turn.
definitely counter RFE here, and then you also get the centered acolyte token, and now Requiem's kind of popping because Requiem can now just do a ton of stuff that like isn't necessarily even reactive, and just pump out a ton of damage with centered acolytes. That doesn't matter as much here because Dravos has a bunch of chump blockers, but Dravos won't have those chump blockers if they chump stuff.
Yeah, as Anzen comes down, so that turns off damage from some of their lands, I guess. If Slasher Sim swings out, I think Rebels is obligated to block.
I think
Event
okay,
Horizon.
interesting. Casting it in the main phase instead of casting it at start of combat.
I think Slasher Sim just forgot.
Yeah. Oh, and there. Oh, huh. Wonder why you do that. Probably, yeah. Probably just forgot. And the invalidate is still up here, plus Event Horizon, because they can untap the Sunrise.
Yeah, well, no, they don't have the right colors for it.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, so they don't. I guess they could not untap the Sunrise. Sorry, untap the Sunrise to have Glimmer up, but Cane Dancer can't flash back anything.
King Dancer can flashback Glimmer, I guess. Or
No, but you're glimmering the cane dance. Oh wait, but then it would have been resolved. So, I mean, that is a draw too,
yeah, exactly. And gets your triggers and
and it
stuff.
actually gets you two centered acolyte triggers as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty good. I personally think this deck is really good, just because it can do a lot of really good things. Like it can play as a control deck, like a counterspell control deck with some removal, and also kind of just as like a traditional tempo deck, and it can also win like decently fast if you get Acolyte and Embodied Soul, as we see here.
So that's 7. No blocks. Interesting. I mean, yeah, it makes sense because there could be a. Wait, is there any non-reactive one-mana spell on Slicer Simp's side?
Um, Let me see.
Because
I
that.
mean,
Oh, Antithesis, right? Is
no, no, but Anthus is also a splash anyway, so
Yeah, but like I was just wondering if Dravos should be blocking there because there wasn't any chance of Sanctuary Acolyte triggering with off 1 mana, but it seems like there is. So
I think actually Requiem only swung with the Embodied Soul.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, sense.
Yeah, that makes sense why those weren't tapped as well. But yeah, now you have Glimmer up if you want to draw to, and also Validate just as a nice counter.
So this turn, I guess. Okay, Dravos is going to play out Crumbling Shrine #1, revealing Explorer. Okay,
Mirror Worlds.
that's definitely going to graveyard.
Yeah.
So Dravos
Do you go for?
can Robar here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think Dravos should go for Rova here.
Or I mean, they can also go for Ornery Bloom into exploring the mirror worlds.
Yeah, I mean, Mirror Worlds might get invalidated there, but honestly think a Requiem is fine with letting it go through.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah, looks like Dravos.
Dravos is going to Rova, and then I guess hold up exploring for end of turn. I mean, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, there's Rova.
How close is Event Horizon to killing Rova?
1, 2, 3, 4 on Requiem's side, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on Dravos' side.
Okay, so
So only 2 more non-lands on Dravos' side to kill Rova. Wait, actually, Event Horizon just says mana value,
yeah,
and tokens have mana values. Wait, no, those are fake tokens, not copy tokens.
exactly.
Never mind, ignore me. Yeah, it says right there in the reminder text, this token's mana cost is 4 green, green, green.
Times is smart like that. Like Times actually put it in the reminder text so that people won't get confused.
Yeah, thank you, Times.
Thank you, Times, for understanding what the players want.
PMI is such an awesome set.
I haven't actually played that set, or I haven't played the set in its intended limited format though. So I wouldn't. I'm pretty sure it's like its limited format is probably really cool, but I just never seen it.
Yeah, my problem is I'm like kind of free, but I'm not sure if I'm like 100% sure I'm free for when the drafts happen, and I don't know how long they're going to last. So
yeah,
I just can't really participate in them. Like for one of them, I just had to abandon my games midway through.
I don't think I've actually drafted in MSE for exploring the mirror worlds now.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess it doesn't give the opponent a chance to give the counter spell to target, so I guess it's like fine-ish. And also the land's tapped, so it doesn't actually.
If it's on their end step,
wait, end step? Why are you end stepping?
On their end step. No, because now, why is Requiem searching island? Oh, they're out of. There's only one of each basic. Okay, that makes more sense. Wait, is there only one of each basic? Yeah, there's 2 island, 1 plains, so Requiem can't search out another plains. Okay, another sunrise. Why would you exploring?
I guess
Okay,
you really.
that makes sense.
I guess you really don't want the exploring to get countered, but like I think if you exploring gets countered, you're actually happy. So I'm not sure why you did that.
And then you're also letting your opponent use the.
Wait, does that kill?
And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 7. That's 7 now.
Huh. Yeah, that's certainly something. And then they're going to invalidate to get more triggers and response.
No, it's not 7 yet. It's 6. They invalidate their own thing, pay for it, and then that's 7.
Ah, that's pretty clever.
That's smart, yeah.
I don't know if that play was actually necessary because like I think you're fine just letting Rova stick around for a turn. I mean, it is certainly pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool. And it also buffs up your whole board to be really big. And wait, is that lethal? No, that's not lethal, right?
There's
They block
antelopes.
3, that's 9. Okay, that's 9. Dravos is down to 6.
After antelope blocked?
If both Antelope and Ramsey block, Dravos is down to 6.
Really?
Yeah, I agree. That's a really cool play. Is it right? Debatable. But
actually,
is it cool?
never mind. It clears the way for all these guys. So yes, it was the right play too.
Yeah, I feel like it is the right play there. And then now Dravos has to, because if these go unblocked, that is lethal. If you block 1, that's still lethal. So you have to block at a minimum 2.
Also, Dravos has no ways to come back because if they top deck Tyrant, they still don't have enough mana to cast it.
They have Layer and Alpha, but that doesn't do much here.
Yeah. Does Dravos have any top decks that get them out of this? Let me see.
Yeah, they can't Tyrant, which was probably the one thing that really saved them.
Seems like they don't have anything. Yeah, they're just dead. They have literally 0 top decks that get them out of
Wait,
this.
do they have a mountain? No, they fetched the mountain off. Oh wait, they don't have 8 mana anyway. They're 1 mana short of Tyrant.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're 1 mana short of Tyrant.
So I guess a possible top deck is Rova into Recall, but that still doesn't save them because Embodied Soul has flying.
Well, Embodied Soul wouldn't be a 6/6 still. It would be just a 4/4.
That's still dead. Dravos is down to
why did Dravos block? Oh, to kill the Acolyte?
I mean, fair. That actually does do something.
That seems kind of sketchy to me because now Embodied Soul is lethal on its own. Okay, Requiem bluffing the Invalidate here. Okay, bluffing a big interaction spell. I think that's definitely the correct play.
Up deck Rova.
Oh,
I mean that
Top deck's Garova. I mean,
you're still
I think
dead.
Dravos just has to go for it.
You're still dead to embodied soul though.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
It doesn't matter. So, any way for Dravos to get reach? I don't see it.
no, there isn't.
If, yeah.
Wait a minute. I actually was I not recording the screen? I had decklist window open. I was pointing OBS at the wrong thing, so I think we just yeah okay. Well, I guess a bunch of stuff just didn't get recorded.
We're still uploading it?
Of course, we still have game 2, and we still have like our commentary.
True. I mean, that lets you know recompile cockatrice so the card IDs don't show up.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the look of the card IDs. Maybe I should make that a feature.
Yeah, it's a feature, not a bug. I probably could do that on my own call. I wonder if I could do that on my own call. Actually, I wonder if we just like don't mention it to anybody and just see if anyone says anything.
Well, it's already too late for that.
Yeah, true.
I mean, unless you want to like just skip game 1 and just start recording from game 2.
You can usually. I think what you should do is just say like but just put like a timestamp and say like the footage for game 1 is screwed up, or you could like splice the replay on there.
Yeah, especially after I improve the replays. Anyways, let's go to sideboarding.
Yeah, I'll look at Requiem's sideboard.
Let me actually point the OBS at the decklist window like we're supposed to. The Requiem sideboard has
Veilborn Meddler. I don't think that's relevant.
it has Titan Snare.
OOB, Titan Snare, and Event Horizon are.
You
notable.
still want Event Horizons? Like that Horizon was barely got the mana cost.
I don't know. Maybe you go for Event Horizon, maybe, but you definitely want OOBs, and you probably want 1 or 2 Titan Snares, maybe all 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, how much big stuff is Okay, yeah. You probably want Titan Snares.
On Dravos' side, I guess you want Alton Surveyors because it blows up enchantments, right?
And it also shuffles back Cane Dancer stuff.
I don't think you want to be shuffling. I guess fair. Like, I guess you can do that if you get the chance to.
Okay, do you bring in any of the... Maybe you bring in Shigure since it's uncounterable?
I guess so. I mean,
but the island thing doesn't do anything against Requiem?
Yeah, like it's probably fine to bring in. Yeah.
You could bring in the Lost Titan. Requiem is casting a lot of stuff and it has hexproof, but Requiem
You're never going to resolve that card.
Yeah, Requiem has a ton of counters anyway.
So anyways, Dravos did not board above 60 cards. That's congratulations, Dravos. You actually boarded correctly for once. Well, at least we know that you didn't completely board incorrectly for once.
Yay, Dravos, you did it. Okay, well, this is Resurgence into Ramsey into Scatterer.
Yep, exactly. Perfect curve. Can Slicer stop that? No, they have no counter spells in hand.
Slicer? I don't think Requiem keeps this, though.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, this hand seems just utter garbage. I mean, it's complete garbage. You have Centered Acolyte, Planet Far, Far Away, Titan Snare. You also have Social Races. So it's actually okay. But looking at Dravos' hand, it seems too slow.
Yeah. So, Ange, since we're did Dravos kept Slicer hasn't yet. So, Ange, while we're waiting for the Slicer sim to decide what to keep, do you want to guess what the numbers for each card is?
I'm going to say that a Planet Far, Far Away is going to be 18 because the secret lair number is 18. Surely.
Unfortunately, you're incorrect.
What is it actually?
42.
Okay, so now I'm curious about, because if the ID's in the deck, how does that have 42 if the ID's in the deck were 0 to 60?
I don't know either. Oh, by the way, so do you want to guess which one has ID number 0 right now?
Titan Snare, since it's a sideboard card?
Nope. Crumbling Shrine is number 0.
Crumbling Shrine? Okay, yeah. Interesting. Actually, that makes sense, because it's the furthest right in Dravos' hand, so it was the one drawn first.
I guess, but like, they're not in... The numbers aren't in order right now. So Dravos plays...
Some of the card IDs... Some of them reset, but some of them don't? Or some of them... Okay, I give up.
Yeah, same. Like, this is above my pay grade.
You're not getting paid at all? I
don't think anyone is getting paid.
Imagine if we got paid for winning MSEM GPs.
I think that would cause Wizards to shut us down really quickly.
I wonder I wonder if like Wizards has a list of places where people make custom cards because they're not supposed to look at them.
Yeah,
So do they just have like a keep away from here list or
probably.
something? I feel like that might backfire though.
So anyways, Dravos is going to play an untap land instead of Crumbling Shrine so that they can Ramsey through a Cosmic Sinkhole.
It might also just be to be able to immediately scatter.
That too, but I don't think you should jam the Scatter right now because you're just begging to die to Cosmic Sinkhole. You can just
I
end up
agree.
exploring the Mirror Worlds.
I agree, especially since Requiem untapped it. It's a bluff, we know that, but Dravos doesn't.
Yeah.
I think Requiem's playing really well.
I think Requiem should not have kept this hand if they were playing really well.
True, but I think they've been doing really well with the bluffing and also that play last game with the Event Horizon. Turn to Centered Acolyte. Okay.
Okay. Still
Yeah,
bluffing.
telegraphing. I think Dravos is like just playing really safe here. Yeah, going to jam the Exploring Mirror Worlds.
on second main so that Sunrise isn't tap.
Sunrise untaps at Dravos's untap step, so
Right, it doesn't
matter.
Yeah.
Requiem's just doing it as like a shortcut because whenever I play Sunrise lands, I do it at their untap step, and it's really annoying because I have to tell them every time I don't want to or do want to untap them.
Yeah. So Dravos is going to play Exploring the Mirror World, bracket SL68, bracket number 54. Wait, when did Celestium get to it planes, right? Exploring the Mirror World. And Social
Oh, right.
Graces.
An opponent lost life this turn because of the Wayfarer Strike crack.
Ooh, fancy. Maybe Dravos should have done it in response to Centered Acolyte. Or no, that wouldn't have helped.
Yeah, that does nothing. Well, I mean, it stops Centered Acolyte from getting the token.
No, because Celestium can just Social Graces end of turn.
Oh, right. Yeah, honestly, I think Social Graces is a perfectly fine card.
I agree.
I think people are sleeping on it, but I think it's very it's balanced.
It's way too easy to become dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if people get on more painful mana bases, it might become too good.
No, it's never going to be too good. There's always going to be people playing
monocolor or whatever.
Yeah. And also, like, if your opponent just draws the right mix of mana, like, if your opponent just draws a bunch of basics, then it's also really bad.
Yeah, the thing about MSEM is, like, if we were playing in actual Modern, I think this card, because everyone's on fetches and shocks, almost everyone.
Yeah.
So, like, they're almost always going to be losing life. So this effectively becomes, like, better, almost, Gitaxian Probe. But here, it's much less common.
So you can jam Petal Scouter. Does Celestium have a 1-mana tax 2 counterspell?
Only Pierce.
Okay, so yeah, that means that it's safe to play Crumbling Shrine and still have enough mana to pay for Petal Scatter plus Counterspell.
Yeah. So with Requiem's hand, Veilborn Meddler is... I'm not sure you're supposed to bring it in, and if you don't bring it in, I feel like you should bring it out since it's a one-of, and you're definitely, like, as we see Requiem brought the Titan Snares, I feel like you're supposed to bring it out since it doesn't actually counter... Okay, the Lost Titan. Okay, Dravos brought that in.
Interesting. I mean, you keep it on top because it's a top end, but certainly is...
Requiem has Titan Snare, so...
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. And Celestium does actually have the chance to play Titan Snare before Dravos gets to play the Lost Titan.
No, I think it is actually also optimal for Requiem to go for Titan Snare next turn.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely... That's perfect flavor. I think Dravos is still favored right now because, I mean, they got a giant Petal Scatter going.
Yeah, that Petal Scatter is huge.
It's only a 5/5, right? 1, 2... No, it's only a 4.
5/5 is pretty big.
It's only a 4/4 because Petal Scatter got nerfed.
Boo-hoo. Phoenix getting 6 nerfs in one patch?
What?
Phoenix got 6 nerfs in one patch.
Have you seen... So it was before your time, but Green-White Creature Vomit got like 7 nerfs in one patch and then 6 nerfs in the next patch because the previous nerfs didn't kill it.
What?
No, I think it was like 4 nerfs in one patch and then... Yeah, I'm misremembering.
How... Was that deck like super dominant?
No, it didn't even win a GP. It was busted, but then
people didn't win it.
Okay, so what happened was that 4 people ran the deck in a GP, and then they all faced off against each other somehow, and that cannibalized all their win rates.
Yeah.
What? They're playing out
And yeah,
Ramsey.
Phoenix Pip won the GP. There were a million people who got 5-0s in deck list. It was broken. It deserved the nerfs. Did it deserve that many nerfs? Debatable.
Dravos
But yeah,
jammed Ramsey. Interesting. So they have a bunch of mana right now, but not much. Oh, I guess it buffs Pale
nothing.
Scatter. Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
It also lets you cast the Lost Time next to it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have been able to cast Lost Titan even without the Ramsey.
True, true. I mean, it lets you. It also. Why?
Titan Snare.
Oh, it actually lets you Crumbling Shrine on Requiem's end step.
Oh yeah, good point.
Actually,
Do you want to do that? I guess yeah, you probably do because I mean, what else? Or no, you don't need to do that during your opponent's end step because you already have a dead draw next turn.
yeah, it doesn't matter, I don't think. Well, Requiem didn't have the counter, so it didn't actually end up mattering, but Requiem's not going to bluff, just going to untap one, though. I guess you could say that's bluffing a counter, but Requiem does actually have stuff to play, so.
Yeah.
So the Lost Titan is uncastable. I feel like the only thing you can do here is just animate the Crumbling Shrine.
Animate the shrine and start going to town with your mana land.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shifting Blade. So Centered Acolyte triggers. Centered Acolyte makes combat really annoying.
Centered Acolyte is a really good card.
I agree, but it also makes combat really annoying for the opponent.
Yeah.
Dravos is going to animate Crumbling Shrine number 0, and that's.
Is it still number 0? Oh, so the card IDs don't reset.
Well, the card.
Because it didn't go to a hidden zone.
It
That
went from
wasn't the
hand.
hand.
Yeah, it went from hand to battlefield and then just never left there.
But you see, if it went to the top of the deck, then came back, the card ID would begin anew.
Or actually, I don't know if it does.
Would it? Are the card IDs different for spectators than people in the game? I wonder.
Actually, I'm not sure. I think they should be the same.
Are they? Wait, are they handled client or server side?
I think like they're so the server. I think they're handled server side, and then the client interprets the card IDs.
Okay, Dravos swings out.
That's going to be some antelopes that are getting eaten by a centered acolyte.
Yeah. Okay, Can Dancer, Social Graces, so that's gonna make big stuff.
Oh, that trade with the Crumbling Shrine.
Yep, it does. Block all the antelopes. You can either take or chump block Petal Scatterer. Yeah, and you've just big stuff. And then your stuff gets buffed again.
Yeah, this does not look great for Dravos.
You trade with the Shrine, eat a bunch of. I think you just trade with the Shrine, eat all 3 antelopes, and chump block the Scatterer.
I don't think you need to chump block the scatter right now.
Okay, yeah, I guess true. But yeah, you want to eat all the antelopes. A lot of antelope meat.
Is antelope meat a thing?
Is it?
I'm sure it's probably a thing somewhere. Like it's probably a delicacy somewhere.
Antelope meat. Okay, there's an article, Antelope Meat, the best or the worst. I've had a lot of antelope meat over the years as I've traveled around the country. More times than not, the meat wasn't fit to eat. It's bad enough. It's been bad enough that I've developed some pretty good skills at discreetly spitting out the nastiest foods.
Where did you find this?
I just googled antelope meat and it brought up this article. I'll put it in voice chat text.
Okay.
I love how it goes from like screenshots of cockatrice to a Stack Overflow to antelope meat.
Okay, I'm actually going to also point the deck list window for a moment. Yeah, antelope meat, the best or the worst. Let me just quickly scroll through this. Okay, cool. If you want to read this, you can pause the video. Anyways, let's go back to the game because that was
Okay, Embodied Soul gets played.
Embodied Soul gets
And
played.
just passing.
So if Dravos top decks Alton Surveyor, can that resolves, right? No, Veilborn just kills Alton Surveyor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the game's over.
Yeah, Centered Acolyte is so nuts.
Well, no. See, this game ended because Titan Snare managed to hit the Lost Titan.
True, but Requiem wouldn't be able to kill like fast at all if they didn't have Centered Acolyte.
Fair. Would Dravos have won if like they got like Lost Titan resolved? I think so, right? Because
yeah, I feel like Requiem hasn't had drawn any counters this game, which wow. Yeah, I think Dravos genuinely just probably could have won if Lost Titan resolved.
And top
And
deck
I think
Mountain.
it's unrealistic. Yeah, this is Dravos is not happy here.
I mean, so Dravos did get sort of the nut draw in that they got Primal Ramsey Pell Scatter, but yeah, they just fizzled. They just fizzled out afterwards.
Yeah, it was a good start, but that Titan snare really screwed up Dravos' plan.
Also, why is Dravos keeping Ramsey around? Right, they haven't got the chance to jump with it yet. And I
Hey,
think that
Requiem, I assume going for Planet into Meddler.
yeah, I
Why
think
are they tapping 3 for a planet far, far away? Or are they firing up Embodied Soul?
probably. I mean, if it gets first strike, I think it just kills Pell Scatter.
But it gets flying.
Okay, then I don't know.
I wonder. That might have just been a misclick.
Maybe. And
Okay, triple blocks the Scatterer.
so are we playing with the new combat damage rules? Because that was a triple
Well,
block.
I think they actually do go live since Foundations was released. Wait, when was Foundations released? Let me check Scryfall.
I've stopped keeping up with Canon Magic releases.
Yeah, same with me. I came back. Okay, Foundations was released mid-November, which means it should have gone into effect in December patch.
Cool. So I guess
Please correct me if I'm wrong. But let me just search up Foundations in the server and see.
Slicer Simp is going to main phase available, or I mean available Melder on start of combat. Does that kill with Centered Acolyte? Not yet. I don't think.
It makes stuff big though.
So Ravels can't top that kind of tributes right now. Never mind. Titan Snare exists. What?
Yeah. What can I guess RFE?
That doesn't help.
Since RFE is true. Are there if drop spawn and stand, I guess that could maybe help. But I don't think Dravos would bring in stand.
You can never be too sure with Dravos. If Dravos can board up above 60 cards, they can bring in Stand in this matchup.
Dravos, I guess. Oh wait, no Titan Snare exists.
Yeah, like any outs is stopped by Titan Snare.
I mean, you do have Rova, but that's not really that good.
You just die to
I guess
go wide.
Stackable.
Stackbolt, no, you
I
still
wonder.
Stackbolt. You just die to go wide, no matter what happens.
True. Yeah, it doesn't get enough power that you can. Yeah, I think Dravos just can't win from here.
Which is sad because I wanted Ramp to do well, but you know.
I like this deck, except when I'm playing against it. I lost that game really badly.
Social Grace is so that
Last
Dravos can reveal their sad lost Titan that can't be played.
again. Once again.
Actually, can I hide? Yeah, no, Spectres can't hide cards inside of card reveal windows. Why?
That might just be like a. Because spectators can point.
Can
So
Spectres
I
point?
wonder if the.
They can't, right? Like,
Yeah, spectators can point. So
I'm trying to point
wonder
and
if
I
the
can't.
server. I wonder if they just disable actions for spectators rather than making it so it doesn't affect the game.
Yeah,
Like they just stop you from taking actions instead of making it
probably.
so they do nothing.
Probably. Yeah, I'm trying to draw arrows and I can't as a spectator.
Huh.
Dravos, Hopsex, Recall, Forgotten
Apparently you
Aeons.
can't.
I mean, are you trying, engineer? Like, you're trying to draw arrows,
can't.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I can't draw arrows. I remember being able to before earlier though.
Like, how early? Is it before 2013,
Like
2023?
wasn't like I didn't know cockatrice existed before May of 2024.
That's already after the latest version of Cockatrice released. So I don't think there was ever a point where you would have been able to do that.
I wonder if it's just a spectator permissions thing.
Probably,
Yeah, that gets
maybe
pierced,
that gets pierced.
which doesn't matter.
You pay for it. It does matter because it gets centered acolyte trigger.
Right. And then you vastness of space, or do you?
Why not? I mean, it's funny. What's the worst that can
I
happen
think the
with 2
play
mana?
might actually be Requiem, hold both of these, swing out on their turn event horizon something, vastness of space, counter their event horizon.
That would actually be pretty funny too. I think no. Celeste Sim just has lethal from no pearl triggers, right? They're just
Okay, I assume
stand. See, Dravos boarded in stand.
Dravos brought in stand. I mean, that doesn't save them here. I don't think they actually brought in stand.
Wait, so what did they cut for it? Because they didn't go above 60 cards, so they would have.
Did they cut ornery blooms?
I mean, fair. Orange Bloom isn't that great. Maybe they cut Elizabeth.
Ornery bloom, maybe Sackbolt. I don't know.
Surely they didn't cut the Tyrants, right? Like if they brought in the Lost Titan, they
Probably not. Kyber is like their best card in this matchup. Maybe the Mirror Worlds. No,
no,
but we saw one.
yeah.
Maybe Lizaveth's?
I don't think
They
Dravos
wouldn't
would cut Elizabeth.
Yeah. What did they cut? The problem is we're looking at rational cut decisions that would make sense.
Slasher Sim, can you
Yeah,
like
that
play?
Titan snare was such a blowout.
Slasher Sim, can you play Surgical Extraction so we can see how Dravos boarded this game, or Trauma
You can just
Spike
ask.
or something?
Yeah, you can. You should just ask Dravos after the game.
Like just ask during the game.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be over this turn.
Yeah, so we
So,
want to do it before like they leave the game. Wait, would it
oh
count as
right.
outside assistance if we like got Dravos to reveal their deck?
Yeah, no, that's like you don't want to interfere with the game. So,
Yeah,
okay, recommend goes for the counter their own event horizon
just to
play,
be extra
and that
sure.
is definitely game.
Just be extra
That
sure
is
that Dravos is completely dead.
that is like super mega ultra small. All of those get +2/+2. That's like 30, 40 damage or something. A lot.
Yep. Okay, so they didn't board out Exploring the Mirror Worlds. They didn't board out lands.
They could have boarded out lands.
Okay, they're conceding now, right? Because yeah, that's like that's already out of game actions, right?
Oh, what? Sorry.
I don't think Dravos is legally allowed to flip the cards like this, so I'm pretty sure they already conceded.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
they
when
already
you can
left.
see. Oh, they just left. I mean, you can ask them in Discord.
Yeah, sure, but okay, rip. But yeah, so that was a beating from Slasher Simp, and
Yeah.
okay, I think Dravos is probably typing right now. Well, this is awkward. We got two tyrants, two late, both.
Why? Why would you take out Tyrant? Why? Shigure? What's Shigure? Oh, Shigure's the uncounterable one, right? Yeah. Okay, bringing in Shigure is fine, but why would you ever take out Tyrant? That doesn't make. I guess it's vulnerable to counters, but if it resolves, it's just so game winning.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a better option than. Well, I mean I guess Lost Titan is sort of fine-ish, but yeah, you definitely should not have taken out Tyrant of Tributes.
You don't. I feel like there's no way you go stand over Titan though.
I mean, yeah, Dravos already mentioned that like stand probably is not the right decision, but yeah,
Shigure and Titan, I think, are perfectly like finding good board decisions. Stand, take out Tyrants and late is weird. Take out Accomplice, Ocean, Silvercrest, bring in Still the Pandemonium, 3 Titan Snare, 1 Event Horizon. Yeah, I think Requiem's board decisions make sense. You could argue not to bring in Event Horizon, but yeah, other than that, it makes perfect sense. Oh, also, like I was saying, you should probably maybe take out Veilborn Meddler.
yeah, probably.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I think that's enough for us. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we'll see you next game.